Hello everyone, I'm David Weber, the Center Director here at Wasiga 4-H Center. Here at Wasiga, we are surrounded by trees because we are actually located in the middle of the Chattahoochee National Forest. I'm standing in front of one of my favorite trees right here. It's called a mountain laurel. This is a very popular tree in this area. Now what I use to identify this tree are, one, they have these beautiful white and pink clusters of flowers that actually are so popular. A lot of people come up here just to see these this time of year. Okay, also, it's not a very tall tree. It's like shrub-like in its growth, and its leaves are very distinctive. They're leathery and they're oval shaped, and they stay on all winter long. Now, I love identifying trees. Other things that I would use to identify other trees are, you can look at their bark and the texture and the pattern. You can see if you see any cones, fruits, or nuts on it. Those are great clues. And also, you gotta look at the leaf pattern on the stems. Now, this week, you might have guessed it, we are studying forest ecology. Ecology means the study of the home. So this week, we are looking at the forest as the home. Let's head over to Adam to learn more.
Hi everyone, we're here to talk about the different levels of organization in a forest. The first level of organization, and the most basic, is a species. A species is a group of similar individuals that can reproduce and create fertile, viable offspring. At the next level, we have a population, which is all of the same individuals that are part of a species that live in the same area, such as our corn snake. And so we'll take the number of corn snakes that are in the Chattahoochee National Forest, and that would be their population. At the next level, we have that community, which is the interaction of all of our living organisms in an area. So it would be our corn snake's interactions with the plants and animals around it, such as its interactions with our eastern box turtle. At the last level of organization, we have an ecosystem, which is the abiotic and biotic components of the forest and how they interact with one another. And for our species to survive, they need some basic needs of survival, which are food, water, shelter, and space. So, if we get too many animals in one area, they're going to be running out of space and they're going to be in direct competition with one another. And so let's head on over to David to see a little bit about the forest structure and how our species use it to survive.
Let's start with the forest floor. That's down here at the bottom, and you see some neat things. We got some oak tree just starting out its life. They'll live hundreds of years. Here's a pine tree. There's lots of these around. The bright green top is the new growth already this year, about 8 inches of growth. But the important thing for the understory is all this like leaf litter, we call it. There's sticks and leaves in there. It's full of insects, like little insects that is a food source for lots of animals. But then also, this is all decomposing. This is turning into dirt. Mother Earth is turning this into dirt, which other animals will eat, such as worms, and then other animals like birds will eat the worms. And that's how the food cycle continues. Now, let's go up a little bit now. Next is the shrub layer. You can see in the distance here, very thick shrubbery, like the mountain laurel, rhododendron, great hiding place for animals. You come up here to the Chattahoochee National Forest, it's hard to even see any animals because there's so many good hiding spots. So the animals depend on that. A little bit higher up is the understory. That's our trees that are growing tall, like your pines, hemlocks. They're getting up higher. They've got more room to grow. And then up to the top is where all of our big trees, like these guys right here, pine, oak, hemlock, The top of the trees is called the crown. That's where they have a lot of leaves. The leaves spread out, providing shade for the whole forest, pumping out oxygen, and a home to all kinds of birds and animals that can climb like squirrels. So that's the overview of the parts of the forest. Oh, you just caught me doing one of my favorite things, hugging a tree. Trees have so many uses to us. They're such an important part of an ecosystem. They are shelter for animals. We use them for fuel. We use them for wood products like a deck or a chair. They store carbon. They are used for erosion control. And biggest of all, they produce oxygen. Without this, life on the planet might not exist. Now, the study of trees is called Dendrology. And a cool way to determine the age of a dead tree is cutting off a section, and that is called a tree cookie.
In my hand, I have a tree cookie. Tastes nothing like a real cookie. But with these tree cookies, you can tell how old a tree is by counting the number of rings that it has. So in counting the rings on this tree, we know it was 75 years old whenever it fell down. But also, we know that it fell in 2011, and so counting back, we know this tree started growing in 1936. Scientists can use this information to find out conditions of the Chattahoochee National Forest during this time frame. The tree rings are going to be thicker whenever the tree got more nutrients because it grew more, or they're going to be skinnier whenever the tree didn't get as many nutrients because it wasn't able to grow more. With this information, scientists can tell if maybe the tree had a drought that year or if a lot of rain occurred that year. Another thing these tree cookies are going to show off is if there was a forest fire that year, because there's going to be a scar on the tree during that time. So let's take a closer look at the components that make up our tree. So let's take a look at the parts of the tree. In the middle, we have our heartwood, which is the strongest part of the tree and provides structural support. As we're moving further away, we have our xylem, which carries water from the roots to the rest of the tree. And then we have our phloem, which carries nutrients from the leaves to the tree. And each year, the cambium provides more growth layer and layers of phloem and xylem. And surrounding the phloem, we have our bark, which provides that protection for the tree. And what we cannot see on our tree cookies are the roots. The roots provide structural support and absorbs water for the tree. Oh man, David, what happened here?
Oh, sorry, Adam. I had to cut down the trees that were here.
What? I was gonna show you my favorite tree, and now it's just gonna be grass forever here.
No. Don't worry. Plants will start growing. Like here's a tulip poplar tree.
Okay.
Come up. There's a maple tree here. I see lots of shrubs coming up.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, this is called Ecological Succession. And if you have a grassland, seeds will be dropped down here from the surrounding area. Birds might carry some. The wind will blow seeds, and what was grass will get colonized by shrubs and then trees.
Wow, the forest is really cool.
It is.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us, and I hope you had a great time.
Hi, I'm David, and I've had a great time taking part in these videos from Wasiga.
Hi everyone, Adam here. It's been an absolute pleasure acting in these videos. I've learned a lot myself, but we have a whole group of people to thank as well.
Hi, I'm Matthew Weber, and I've been having a great time being the cameraman for all of these videos.
We've also had our seasonal staff members that have been helping make these videos possible. Kathleen has been doing all of the video editing. We've had Rebecca that has been hand drawing all of the color sheets for the videos, and also our screenwriters and the ones that have been working on the worksheets. We had Ileana, Connor, Janet, Jess, and Zevin that have been doing all that hard work for these videos. We are sad to see the Mountains from the Sea web series come to an end, but your time with Wasiga does not need to come to an end.
Please think of the Wasiga 4-H Center when you're planning your next school field trip or group outing, such as Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, church groups, weddings, family reunions. We have great cabins to stay in here. We'll cook you delicious fresh meals, and we'd love to show you more of our hands-on learning activities. Bye, see you later.